Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Double Countout podcast. My name is Rex Lyons, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, Kieran. Kieran, you there? Hopefully everyone is doing well today. Of course, we are going to be talking about several things in wrestling. So, where do we want to start today? The Rock and... So we're going to start off with The Rock and his promos.
Really?
Yeah, if you...
Kieran's quite quiet on your end, hon.
Hang on a sec. What was that?
Kieran is very quiet on your end.
Hang on. Sorry,
They
can you
can't
hear?
hear me, can they?
No. How about now?
Yeah, there we go.
So,
You couldn't hear me, could you, chat?
no, because I hit the unmute button to unmute you and it didn't unmute. So, let's do that again.
Take two.
Take two. I'm keeping this in as well.
This is the only podcast you will find mistakes like that in. Don't quote me on that.
Yep. See, this is why I have someone to double check that we can hear.
This is why you
We
have
have a double checker for the double counts out. Oh, hey!
So, The Rock and his promos. Kieran was saying that he's been enjoying them. So, Kieran, do you want to continue on what you were saying?
I was just going to say, like, I've been enjoying them, like, seeing them on a Friday. I'm actually quite sad there isn't one today. I actually checked right before we started the podcast, has he posted one? Nope. But what I don't get is people getting mad about him posting to his social media being non-PG. I think it adds to it. If he's not saying, let's just be real, if he isn't saying fuck on live television, who cares? It's his social media, and it adds to it.
I think it's because the other superstars aren't allowed to do that. If they're promoting a match from WWE...
If they're not allowed to do that, not trying to drop a minute, but why the hell is Dijak tweeting like MFer and stuff?
He is? Like...
I'm pretty sure I could
Wait, is
maybe find it.
MFer or motherfucker?
Just MFer. But still, that infers a motherfucker. So
Yeah, but he's not actually using the full words, so that
I
is a
don't
loophole.
know if any of them are, but at the same time, they can't complain too much when you have the likes of Cody coming out and saying, this is bullshit on a live conference, and then complain to The Rock when The Rock does it on his social media. Two different worlds.
That is true, and I've got to say, that, and you know exactly what promo I'm talking about, the one we've been talking about lately, but that was gold. Off is the direction you can fuck.
I love that. Off is the direction in which you can fuck. It's so good. And that's why, I mean, like, stuff like that, I can see. You give that power to the wrong person. The Rock knows what he's doing. The Rock is always had a natural talent for the art of a promo. And I mean, yeah, alright, they might be complaining, but let's be real, it's giving more eyes if he's doing that on his social media.
Yeah.
If he was putting on the PG on his social media and was like calling people, you know, saying this is bull crap instead of this is bullshit, and are you freaking serious? It wouldn't have the same effect, and it wouldn't bring more eyes to the product.
I
agree.
agree.
I think that's what Rock is doing. Rock is adding so much to this main event of night one.
They need to allow, like, Cody and that to be able to do this as well.
Oh,
Remember the whole fuck the revival?
Oh my god, yes,
Yeah,
I do.
now it's going to be fuck the bloodline. I have an ad coming up on stream, by the way.
Dude. Huh?
I've got an ad coming up on stream in a minute, but that's all
Oh.
good. So,
I mean, you
for
can do
those
fuck the blood. If you let Seth do it as well.
hang on a sec. So, for those that are watching live on Twitch, yes, you will get ads because of Twitch. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, I don't think we have ads on the channel yet, on the Double Countout channel.
No, we're not monetized.
Yeah,
we won't be monetized for a while.
Yeah, so if you want to ad free, and you're not subscribed on Twitch, then over on YouTube.
You can also do it on. Do we have a Spotify?
Yeah.
Do you have Spotify Premium?
Yep, Spotify. That's an audio only. If you just want to listen
Audio
to us,
only, yep.
to us yabber about wrestling for like 3 hours or whatever it's going to be.
We need to add that to our intro. Welcome to the Double Countout, where we yabber about wrestling.
Oh yeah, exactly. That'll be perfect.
That's our new intro. Unrelated, but I do that a lot.
But that's all good. I mean, we're just going to be talking about wrestling things, and it's going to be all over the place at times. But as long as the general topic is wrestling,
we are not trained to be podcasters. This is very early days into podcasting. I've never done one before this. I don't know about Rex, but
I have never done one before this either.
So we're just going.
I've done one before this, and that was episode 1. Because this is episode 2.
But like before this whole thing, we hadn't done one. But I am enjoying doing it. I think it's going to be good to talk about wrestling.
So, anything happening on SmackDown at the moment? Anything been tweeted out or anything?
Has it started yet? No, it has started.
Yeah. And
my
Rampage
phone's on 6%,
as well.
Dude. Right, so my phone's on 6%.
Oh, shit.
What I'm going to have to do is check it on my computer, which might get rid of the cams on my end.
That's all good.
That it does not.
Oh, sweet.
Huge.
Hey, those on Science End.
Alright, so let me go. I can search up the WWE, and I will search up AEW. Duplicate that.
So I've got on my chat, I've got a bot called Frosty Tools, and it does like recaps of chat, and so it's got. Meanwhile, let's catch up on chat. Chat's buzzing with the arrival of Seribot, spreading Seribot love. Meanwhile, Rex Lyons is playing the time game, waiting for Kieran's timer to strike 0 before diving into the double countout action. The anticipation is real as we sync up for an epic start.
Do we have any... Wait, I don't think Rampage is on tonight.
Oh no, it was live the other night. Straight after frickin' Dynamite.
To be safe.
So yeah,
they just did back-to-backs?
Yeah. They even said during Dynamite that it would be live straight after.
Well, Rey Mysterio was kicking off SmackDown, is all we know so far.
Booyaka, booyaka! 619! Oh. So since Rey's kicking off SmackDown, I have a question. What song of Rey's is better? The Booyaka Booyaka 619 or Who's That Jumping Out the Sky? R.E.Y. Mysterio, here we go.
It has to be that one, right?
Yep, definitely, in my opinion.
Jumping out the sky, R.E.Y. Mysterio. I can't do it, but...
When the mask out, the guys is black out, the girls just pass out, better tap out,
It is.
Off the top ropes, look
Wasn't
out
that
below.
Ruthless Aggression?
Yep.
Yeah,
that was
I
like
gathered.
That's like when he debuted in WWE.
Pretty.
So when Ray debuted on SmackDown, can you remember what Taz called his finisher?
Nope.
The 619. And Trooped with the
hello,
first and second.
Yeah. My chat. Let's go. Sorry. Congrats on the first and second. I don't see back then. I have very little memory of any wrestling. One, because I wasn't watching back then. Two, because and Rex, congrats on the third. You sneaky bugger.
I mean, I could have taken the first, second, and third if I wanted.
You could have. You could also still claim the last, but what was I said? Yeah, back then I wasn't watching wrestling. Because I was too young to really get it. The first time I ever saw wrestling, it was very early, either 09, because I saw like a glimpse of like Randy Orton. It was Bold Orton as well. It was either very early 2010 or 09. And I never. Is that meant to be the pose, huh?
It's kind of hard to do the pose when you're sitting down.
Was it like this? I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I can't. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember the. It was either 09, late 09, early 010. And I just remember seeing a glimpse of what I now know to be Randy Orton on the TV. I didn't really see much more. I think I saw him hit a punt. And that was it.
Yep. While he was punting everyone, eh?
But it was, funnily enough, me and my siblings used to, like, do wrestling. Like, just fun. Can you see where this is going, Rex?
I can. Hold up.
Oh. You good?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make that so you can't see what I'm doing. One of the things I'm putting up just showed up, but I'm just grabbing whatchamacallits. There we go. I was just grabbing stuff for when we promote frickin'.
Yeah. So with what I was saying about me and my siblings used to do the wrestling together. We would actually because my parents' bed was quite big. It was obviously it was the biggest bed in the house, so we'd use that as our wrestling ring. If you get my gist.
Yep.
And they all knew it was fake. They all knew it was.
I wouldn't use the word fake.
Fake's wrong word, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're staged. Back then, I'm still used to calling it that. It's safely done.
As Jericho said in an interview.
My bad. Alright, I'm a fan, and I know how that offends. I do not mean it in that way, but that's just the first,
Yeah. As Jericho said,
it's the way I was brought up saying it.
Yeah. But allow me to say this. As Jericho said in an interview, I think it was in the 90s, I was watching it the other day, it's not fake, it's predetermined, yes. But we are stuntmen.
Yeah, that is true.
We are stuntmen going out there without a safety net and no second take.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Dross's family if it's fake. Ask Owen Hart's family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know what you meant. I just thought I would clear that up.
Well, I mean, the way my siblings did it was fake. They literally weren't making any contact.
Okay, then yeah, that makes sense there.
That's kind of, I guess, my interpretation of that. As much as I'm gonna get seen, that might be seen as disrespectful, and I get that.
But I know what you mean now.
Yeah, my siblings were literally making no contact. Me, on the other hand, didn't know. So I wind up. I full on punt my brother in the face.
Oh, I think you were talking about that freaking last
Did
episode.
I can't remember, dude.
Yeah, I think, and I'm
like, it hurt my foot, but it's just like that's my earliest memory, genuinely, of anything wrestling was doing that sort of thing, and watching that. Like the earliest full on memory of actually watching a full show would have been 2011 and getting into it, but I remember then doing the wrestling with my siblings, them doing it with no contact, and then me just full up running him and fucking booting him in the face, and him just
That brings up a good question for the viewers. Have you ever done backyard wrestling or wrestled with your friends and that, And if so, have you ever done something like Kieran's done and full on freaking whacked someone and hurt them?
So, literally...
There's a reason I say don't try this at home.
It's true. And they also do it because I once went for like a GTS, like a knee move, because I used to wrestle like teddy bears too. I had a big like Rudolph the reindeer like plush. It was huge. It's about the size of like, I mean it was bigger than a pillow, for instance. So it was big.
So it was like, oh my god, he just hit the GTS on Rudolph. I guess no one's getting Christmas presents this year.
Yeah, so it was big, right? Somehow, me being the idiot I am, missed. Kneed myself in the nose.
That is flexibility. He missed the deer. Oh my god.
No, I think what it was.
My God, as eyewitness, he has broken his
like
own
this,
nose.
I bent down. I think I did something where I bent down for something. I don't know if it was a GTS now, thinking about it, but it was something where I kind of bent to do something, and my knee just came up and went thump into my nose. And how I didn't break my nose, because it was knee, nose, like knee to like here.
Ooh,
like
ow!
That part of my nose.
Hey,
Yeah,
agent.
Agent! Agent, I know this is a podcast. I did see the DM. But I haven't read the whole thing yet. I saw you sent it. But, yeah, I remember doing that when I was no more than 8 or 9. I just kneed myself in the nose. Rudolph wasn't the only one with a red nose that day.
So, agent,
Anyway.
I don't know how long you've been in for, but we have asked the question if anyone has like tried like wrestling stuff on like their friends or siblings or anything like that, and then gone and legitimately hurt them.
Oh, agent might eat.
Look and sleep. Oh, sweet as.
But yeah, it's like Rex. Actually, turn the question on to you. Have you done it when you were younger, or? Because back then they didn't have the "don't try this at home," right? As much.
They
did, but it wasn't as frequent.
No, and yeah, me and my sister used to wrestle in that. I'm 7.5 years older than my sister, I think, and like I never hurt her. There was one guy I used to play around, used to play wrestle with one of my mates in that, and he was so flexible in that you could drop him, you could pick him up and basically drop him on his head, and he'd land safely. He wouldn't break his neck or anything. So I was lucky there because he fell off my shoulders one day and landed like that. I'm like freaking out. He gets back up. He's like, I'm fine.
So speaking of Ray.
Yep.
I'm related. Dominic Mysterio got involved.
Oh God, what happened?
I'm watching the clip now. It's a 52-second. Ray looks to be on the apron. I guess springboard. And Dom just grabs his foot. Topples over, masked. Takes mask off. I would assume. Obviously, match was Ray Santos. So I assume tag match Carlito and Ray versus Santos and
Dom
at Mania. Which I would not mind. I think that'd be a good match.
Yeah, that would be.
And Santos hit a 619 of all things.
Oh.
And yeah, it looks like they're gonna team. They have respect for one another, so.
I just realized your
night one.
So I just realized the color scheme of your jersey you're wearing. That's Australian colors.
Oh dear. I've got some explaining to do, haven't I?
Karen, you got some splaining to do.
I'm gonna be right back.
It's all good.
Give me a sec.
He can't hear me.
No, I'm not taking it off. I promise.
But while I wait for Karen to get back, another question for those either in chat or those that are watching on YouTube or Spotify. What match are you looking forward to most from WrestleMania 40? Also, from the previous 39 WrestleManias, what has been your favourite match that you have seen?
Oh, Rex, what were you saying?
Um,
What were you saying?
hold up, I've just done something, and then wait, and now it's black, as in what, the All Blacks?
Huh? What were you saying?
I was also saying you didn't have to go and change the shirt. I was just pointing out that.
I'm kidding, you know, it's all part of a bit. But also, yeah.
Sweet. I'm going to cut out part of the bit where
Yeah, speed it up. It took me a while. The zip got jammed.
Fair enough.
Waiting for the bit though, right? Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about, to be honest. That bit distracted
we're talking
me.
about the tag team match, possible tag team match.
Oh yeah, the possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind a run back of Dom Ray. You gotta have Dom win it. If that's
Dom and Santos win this year.
Have to be. You want to elevate them, right?
Exactly.
Having him lose, specifically Dom lose twice in a row, 2 years in a row, to Ray is just gonna be like, hey, look, promising young talent gets beaten up by his dad 2 years in a row and loses. Very promising talent.
Yep.
Instead of, you could build that monster heel of and then Ray could possibly, you could do a fake retirement angle, like Ray's embarrassed that he lost to him, or Ray respects it, or they could build the story to be, if we win, the LWO was done or something.
Yeah, that would work. But speaking on retirements, John Cena has recently said that he's going to retire when he's 50. How old is he right now? 4 years. Do we think that WWE are going to give him another title run?
I wouldn't mind a US title run.
Well, I think because they recognise
World
Rick.
title?
They recognise Rick as a 16-time champion, even though Rick's like a 21-time champion. But do they give John that extra title to beat Rick's WWE record?
Didn't John Cena say he didn't want to break it?
But it's not up to... John's also said it's not up to him.
No, but they would respect his wishes, right? At this point in his career, him being a part-time.
Yeah, I think they
asked. Part-timer now.
He's also asked what was his favourite title run, and his answer was the next one. And they said, wait, you got another title run coming up? And he goes, nothing's confirmed. But his answer is always the next one.
Maybe they have him... Who the heck would they have him beat? Can't have him beat Cody.
Nah, but
if Cody wins. You can't have him beat Roman, because, like, what the fuck's the point?
And the next...
Seth is going to lose to Drew. You don't want to just fuck Drew over right now. You know, he's building up a good...
We've got 4 years for this.
How about, right, you do this. You have, Drew beats Seth. Punk comes back, beats Drew.
Yeah.
Then beats Seth. Cena Punk.
Cena Punk, but this is what you do as well. Cena wins the title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's got money in the bank at that time cashes in on him and beats him.
Who would have money in the bank?
Don't know. It could be 2 years from now. It could be 2-3 years from now.
True. Let's hypothetically say it's the next Money in the Bank. No, wait. It will be 2 years at least. It won't be this year. Because Punk needs to win the title. And I don't know if he's going to be back in time for that, right?
So I was thinking late 2025, early 2026.
I think you have Cena come back at the Rumble of 2025.
Yep.
Put in a really strong showing.
Not
eliminate someone. No. You don't need him to win that, dude. You want to give that to a Rice. I would say have Gunther win 2025's Rumble. Go on to face Cody.
No, I wouldn't have Gunter win the Rumble because I want him to end up as the champion in this scenario. Have him win Money in the Bank for this.
Mm.
Because then he comes out with the briefcase and beats Cena.
Ooh, massive heel heat.
Because if it's the person that wins the Rumble
again,
and then Cena ends up beating that person, we don't want it to be someone like
Gunter. But then you could also run Punk.
Punk wins the Rumble.
Right?
Punk wins the Rumble. Punk Drew at Mania.
Yes.
Eventually Punk Cena. Cena beats Punk. Because Cena's never beat Punk, has he?
Wouldn't you want I'm pretty sure he has. Wouldn't you want Seth Punk at some point?
We have Seth Punk obviously, and Punk retains.
So
I wasn't meaning straight away Cena Punk, that being somewhere down the line. Cena Punk.
But I was thinking
Cena beats Punk, Gunter cashes in.
Rumble, Punk wins against Drew. Title. Or no, because I wouldn't have Punk win the Rumble. Personally. I would have him beat Drew, go into the main event of WrestleMania as the champion to face Seth Rollins. Drew gets his rematch at Elimination Chamber, loses said rematch. You get, maybe, might be an unpopular call, have Seth win the Rumble. And instantly choose Punk because he doesn't want him as champion at all.
We can make this a poll as well. I can make it a poll on Spotify.
That would be very good. Like I personally, I'm gonna go with that you have Seth win the Rumble, and because he really hates Punk, no doubt in his mind he wants to beat Punk at Mania for that championship, which he then fails to do. Then you can run the Cena Punk, which maybe you have Cena come out post-match at Mania and have a stare down with Punk, which then you could say Punk gets really mad, turns heel, because it overshadowed his main event.
Yep. And plant the seeds of that rivalry.
Huge. Because you overshadowed my main event of WrestleMania. Now I've got to beat the piss out of you for that.
But you know what? Talk about WrestleMania. I feel this is a good segue for WrestleMania week. A New Zealand wrestler by the name of Vic Craig is going to be in America during WrestleMania week.
Okay.
So there's like static or something on your end all of a sudden.
Is there?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be.
It seems to have stopped now. Nope.
Is it my fan?
Could be.
I don't think it should be doing it. Let me move this back a little bit. Is that better?
Yep.
It's the fan.
Okay, sweet. Well, I was saying, a wrestler by the name of Vic Craig is going to be in America during WrestleMania week, and he's going to be wrestling at certain shows. So I've got a slideshow that's going to be coming up in a sec.
All good.
So Vic Craig versus Killdozer versus Danny Darko versus Green Phantom. Joel Bateman and Vic Craig versus, I can't quite read those names, but you can see it on screen on my one. Give me a moment. I do have a message from Vic actually saying what these matches are. So Tuesday, April the 2nd, 8 p.m, that's American time. New Zealand time is Wednesday, April 3rd, 1 p.m, so 12 a.m. for the UK. Is H2O Hustle Cup 2 hardcore tag match, which is Vic Craig and Joel Bateman versus Anthrax and Alex Stretch. Friday the 5th of April, 8 p.m. New Zealand time. Saturday, April 6th, 1 p.m. So again, same times. That match is there a way I can pause the slideshow? It is the one with the Fatal 4-Way match. And then on the 7th of April, same time again, is Ruthless Pro Wrestling, the Kamikaze Championship, Vic Craig versus Remington Raw, RHOR. All of those can also be seen over at independentwrestling.tv. I will put a link of that in the description. On YouTube, and I'm also putting it up on my chat. You want to put it up in your chat, Karen?
You in my chat? You've got a copy, it might be easier.
I can do that.
Because otherwise I'm gonna go into messages, and I'm also I keep keeping an eye on the Twitter, by the way.
Sweet as I'm just putting that in. So if you guys want to check out a great New Zealand wrestler, also a great deathmatch expert, then check out Vic Craig. He is also a future guest of ours.
I will be very, very soon. I will be making sure to do my research very soon.
Yep. Vic Craig is an upcoming, I believe, June is the episode. Is June's episode we will have Vic Craig as a guest.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
I will also reveal who next month's guest is after this. I was hoping to have a video by now, but he hasn't been able to send the video, which is all good. He is a busy man outside of wrestling as well. For our April guest. But so Karen, what do you want to talk about next? I've got a couple of things in mind, but
brain. I guess we could go to that AEW moment.
Oh, I was thinking that. There's a couple of AEW things I was thinking about, but you're talking about Adam Copeland.
Maybe we leave that part, because I feel like that is the thing. We'll do the other thing first that you were going to say. The other AEW moment, because I'm curious to see what that is, because my brain is blanked.
The debut of one Mercedes Moné.
Overrated. I'm sorry, but
she is now,
I didn't even watch it.
She is now the highest paid superstar.
Sorry, I didn't watch it. I refused to watch Mercedes Moné. Ever since her WWE days with Sasha Banks, I've not liked her.
Fair enough. Give me a second.
Again, my first response to that was overrated. The other debut we need to talk about, Okada.
Oh, yes.
The new, what is it, champion? The new, I can't remember.
Intercontinental?
I don't know what it's called.
International?
Is it international? Something like that. The new, basically beat Eddie Kingston, didn't he?
Yep.
Part of the new elite, I think it's called, which I'm interested, because this is definitely, if all goes well with Kenny, which genuinely I hope Kenny, we see Kenny back sooner rather than later.
Exactly.
As long as he's up to it, whatever, because I haven't really looked into everything that's going on, but surely this leads to a Kenny Omega, Okada, Young Bucks, Hangman. Would it be Hangman? Who would be with Kenny?
Kenny and Hangman.
Because I'm thinking Hangman. Kenny, Hangman, and who? Because you'd have Okada and the Young Bucks.
Kingston.
Really?
It'll have to be.
Yeah, but this is like way down the line. Kingston may not be involved in the picture at this point. I'm thinking like people that were associated with the elite in some way. Wouldn't it be funny if you just had Brandon Cutler?
Oh.
Just like Kenny, Brandon.
And Hangman.
And Hangman versus the Young Bucks and Okada. Great. You know, they would not rate that a 5-star, don't you?
Of course.
Of course he would. Nah, but genuinely, other than that, I'm blanking on the other. Could you have Jericho?
Jericho.
Wasn't Jericho and Kenny gonna be a part of a team? And then
They were
Kenny
a
had
team.
Exactly. Could you not have Jericho come in?
Yeah.
Like the Painmaker maybe comes in to deal with the Rainmaker.
That works perfectly. And there's the history too.
You have to do it.
There is the history too.
Tony, I will let you have that. Painmaker versus Rainmaker. Writes itself.
I mean, wasn't the Painmaker created to take on the Rainmaker in New Japan?
No, yeah. No, I mean, you do it in the tag match. I worded it wrong, okay?
Yeah.
But Tony, do it. It is money written all over that.
That's M-O-N-E-Y, not M-O-N-E with a little accent on it. Money, not money.
Yeah, yeah, keep her out the storyline. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely intrigued to see where that story goes. Monet, I'm not. I'm sorry, but she may be talented in ring in a sense, but she's overrated as fuck.
I want to see what she does in AEW before I can rate her as.
I'm rating her as what I saw in WWE, and I never liked her. I've never liked her. I think it's more of her. I guess it's the character, but her attitude of the. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, let's see what the attitude's like with this character. But it's the same character. The boss, the CEO.
Yeah, I don't rate her as highly as I do others in. I don't know. Like, if I think back to WWE, and you think to all the superstars that missed out because Sasha was on top, or it was either Sasha, Becky, or Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
And you had loads of other really talented female superstars that were gunning for it but can never get there. It's just like you chose Sasha over so many people. Like, for me, nah.
I mean, I will give Sasha and Naomi props, or Mercedes and Trinity props for when they walked out. The reason they walked out was because they were being used for the main storyline, the main championships, while they were the women's tag team championships, and they wanted to do stuff with the women's tag championships and let other people go for the main championships. But creative were like, nah, we've got nothing for you as tag champs.
Yeah, I will.
So they were
agree.
like, fine, and they walked out, which gave other superstars the chance to shine. I mean, you don't make someone tag champs and then do nothing with them as tag champs and have them go after the main titles.
You know what? As much as in-ring ability-wise, I do not rate Sasha. That's just my opinion. But for that, you have to respect that. My comment about the thing of, it was more based on creative putting Sasha higher than where Sasha needed to be.
Yeah, so that's
personally.
In my opinion, that's more a creative thing and not a Sasha thing.
But I've never rated Sasha, and I think it's because it was overpushed to me.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's kind of like what people got like with Roman is kind of me with Sasha. Every time I see Mercedes, Sasha on screen, I do something else for a bit because I just don't rate.
Fair enough. Did you see the message I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Sweet.
I did indeed. So is that what we're going to talk about now?
Should we talk about the I Quit match?
Yes.
Now, I have not seen the whole entire match.
The easiest way to win that is to ask your opponent what kind of match you're in. And then they'll say, an I Quit match. Wait. You said it before.
What kind of match is this?
I quit.
Yeah, you said it. I think I've actually seen that before. I think it was at a CPW show before I was a ref. It was either CPW or NZWPW. It was...
What if,
yeah,
what
before
if they reworded it to be an I give, what kind of match is this? An I give up match?
Yeah.
What's another word for that? I
stop?
I retire?
Yeah.
I stop?
I want the match to end. I resign.
I retire? They need to do that as an angle one at some point.
If I was ever in an I Quit match, like if I was a wrestler, not a referee, I would bring with me some papers when I'm getting, at the point where I'm like really, really hurting and that, throw the papers at the referee. What's this? It's my 2-week resignation 2-week resignation letter. I resign.
Mm-hmm.
And then watch the referee be confused because I resign is another way of saying I quit.
I quit, yeah. And is it Scott? Welcome in. My chat. Did I say that right? I hope so.
In your chat, I can't see any messages in chat. Hold up a sec.
You can. Did your Twitch chat disconnect? Hopefully that's...
Scumped. Scumped? Is that how it's said?
I would assume so. Alright. But yeah, speaking on to the
I Quit match.
Quit match.
Adam
the I Resign
Copeland.
match.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Adam Copeland versus Christian
Rated R
Cage.
superstar Adam Copeland. I haven't been able to watch the entire match because I don't have any way of watching the weekly shows right now. I just use YouTube and I saw the clip. I must say, it looked like a brutal match.
Did you see the part in the penalty box?
No. I know, wasn't that the thumbnail they used?
I don't know, but Adam took a Bruins shirt off a fan, like ripped it off him and put it on Christian, and then a fan gave Adam a Detroit Leafs shirt.
Oh.
So he put the Leafs shirt on,
and
they started freaking just
hockey fight.
Yeah, each other in the penalty box.
Nice. So, I guess there's one. Obviously, the main takeaway from this match is Adam Copeland is your new TNT champion.
Yep.
But the other takeaway is Adam Copeland is a dick to Christian's cages.
Thank you, Christian Miracle, for that.
Yeah, that's like, but yeah, that's That's all I can say to that.
Yep, and those multiple freaking nutshots. I mean, before grabbing Spike,
dude, and the Spike was nah.
Multiple just kicks to.
The man couldn't defend himself. The only way he could defend himself was by uttering the words "I quit," and he refused. He brought it on himself. Safe to say, Christian will not be a father again anytime soon.
Was it? I heard you had a father. I can't be one of those anymore.
I was the greatest father that ever lived.
But now...
was.
Right? No, I was the greatest father that ever lived. But now my testicles are pierced and they're in my throat. I mean, I could make that a frickin' short out of context.
I would use but yeah, the first view, very good. I do like the part now. what was it? Do they handcuff each and every one of them?
Yep. Kill
They make
switch.
them watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill switch
then-
Nick Wayne and Christian Cage, but they didn't handcuff Mama
Mama
Wayne.
What do they call her? Is it just? My brain's blanked.
I think it's just Mama Wayne.
That's what I was thinking. Mama Wayne. Instantly, nope, I'm out. Bye. I do like that angle of, hey, we're gonna make your kids watch this. We're gonna pummel this man's sack, and you're gonna watch it, and you're gonna like it.
Sack tap. It's a case of sack tap. You're on the floor. Sack tap. Your balls are sore. Sack tap. You want no more. Sack tap. Oh.
No, but yeah, that one with Spike, it's the thud, it's the that you hear. I don't know how to put it to you, but
Hold up. Oh, I'll pause that. I'm just getting video clip ready.
it is I don't know what your reaction when that happened was. But when that happened and I heard the noise, I had to rewind it to make sure I had heard and had seen what I thought I saw.
My eyes went wide, and I was just like, I covered up and went, ow! No! No mas! No mas! Mr. Quit!
Mr. Quit. No, but it's the, you don't, like, I think for me, I expected them to try go head rather than that head.
Yeah. Head, not head.
It's such a... Now this reminds me of when Edge was a sadistic fuck back in the early 2000s.
Hold up. What do you mean, when? When did he stop being one?
It's true. No, but like you think back to the Mick Foley at Mania match.
WrestleMania 22.
Love that match. But
one of my
it
favorites.
reminds me of that Edge. That particular spike to the... He spiked his nuts so hard, man. It just reminds me of that. That Edge.
Yeah, it's,
Like, my reaction was just, holy fuck, what? 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 I think I was more flabbergasted than anything, but I was also... I winced.
Yeah, the mic's picking up your fan again, by the way.
What? Dude, it shouldn't be. I'm gonna just move it and hope that it does okay. Oh, there goes the camera, dude.
Hold up, guys, while we wait for Kieran's camera to come back. There we go. We've got a black screen loading. There we go.
There we go. My bad.
But speaking of Nutshots.
Indeed.
Did you get my last message?
It might be a bit difficult for me to do that.
Okay, sweet as. I will just do it on my side. So,
Yeah.
For those that are watching live over on Kieran's side, I'm about to show a video from the last CPW show. Okay, that is wrong. No, we don't want that one. I'm just trying to get it so it will show the video.
Well, while you're doing that, SmackDown update, Io Sky just took out Bayley, apparently.
Oh?
Yep. Yeah, backstage, battered Bayley. Throwing her all around.
Okay,
yeah?
Let's see. Here we go.
I'll try and give intermittent updates on what's going on SmackDown as we go.
Okay, there's no audio here. Give me a moment. Sorry, guys. We're gonna cut this bit out so I can do this right. Actually, no, we'll have to leave it in. So, I don't know why there was no audio playing there.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, if I can get it at some point with...
I mean, maybe you could add in the audio post-production.
Actually, let's try this again and see if the audio works. Oh, there's the audio.
Nice.
Sweet, that was that. I'm going to remove that as a source now. But I found out what was wrong with the audio, but that's fixed now. But yeah, you've watched it, Karen. What were your thoughts on that?
Why the fuck would you go for the double low blow twice? That's what I said to you.
Forget double countout. It's the double nut shot.
Yeah. Indeed. I mean, maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe they knew you hosted the podcast, and because you were referee, and they wanted to give you some second-hand promotion.
But they kind of got it wrong.
They misheard.
Yeah, the podcast is not called the double nut shot.
Maybe they misheard. Maybe they thought it was called the double nut shot rather than the double count out. They tried.
But also, with Grace being handcuffed. So the whole, I think he ate it. Early when he handcuffed her, I'm asking Ray like, what is he doing and all that. And then as he gets up on the apron, he's in front of me. So basically, you can't see because I'm blocking the view. Because he, instead of jumping to the side where you could see it on camera, no, he jumps up in front of me, and he goes. And that's why when Grace was begging for me to uncuff her, I was like, I don't have the key. I think he ate it.
And that he must have done, because the key was never found, right?
No, it wasn't. He gave me a safety pin at the end of the match to undo the cuffs. He's like, I ain't got the key, but you can use a safety pin. Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck. You're gonna need it. So, you know how I said I was gonna do some SmackDown updates?
Yep. What's the latest update on SmackDown?
We have a big one. Jade Cargill will make her first official appearance as a SmackDown superstar next week.
Oh?
That's all we have. But
probably to build up whoever she's facing at Mania.
Who would you want her to face? You know, you got to think.
Bianca. They had that little tease at the Rumble.
That would be a phenomenal match.
But that's another question for the viewers. Who should Jade Cargill's first WWE match, not including the Rumble, obviously.
Singles.
So yeah, first
match.
singles match be against.
I like the Bianca idea. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who's on the SmackDown roster right now.
Not that could take on frickin' Jade Cargill and look like a legitimate threat. I mean, who's on the SmackDown roster? We've got what? Shotzi? Nope.
I think Shotzi. No, Shotzi's injured, isn't she?
Oh yeah, that's right. Shotzi's injured. Tiffany Stratton. Now, I will admit that going into Elimination Chamber, I didn't think much of her, but coming out of that chamber, she impressed me.
She was, yeah. Very good performance from Tiffany.
Yeah, it was definitely Tiffy time.
I was going to say, yeah, Tiffy time. Trying to think who else is on the roster. Like, my brain... Where's Shayna Baszler?
I don't know. I don't know if this is just taken off the camera.
Nope. Camera's still there.
On my end? I mean, on my end.
Oh, yeah, duh. I'm an idiot.
Hang on, I'm just looking up the WWE roster.
Might be a good idea, because if Shayna's there, that might be another... I mean, Shayna, you know, WWE main roster Shayna doesn't really pose a threat, but it's still Shayna Baszler, and I would not mind seeing
So,
that.
SmackDown, we've got Alba Fire, Asuka, B-Fab.
Oh no, Asuka's probably not gonna.
Asuka's also inactive with a foot injury.
Then no.
Bailey, who's already got a main event
at Mania.
Bianca, which is someone that we said is a possibility.
Yep.
Yeah, hang on. I think this is taking the camera off on mine, but that's all good. Where was I up to? Charlotte, who is inactive, knee injury. Dakota Kai.
I think that's a match they do at some point, though.
Yep. Dakota Kai. Elektra Lopez. Isla Dawn. Io Sky, obviously in the women's main event. Kairi Sane. Nope, don't. Michin. Naomi. Scarlett. Shotzi, who is inactive with knee injury. Tamina is apparently still employed by WWE. I say that because I've not seen Tamina in forever. And she's not injured or anything. Tamina's a possibility.
Isn't that just... It might sound bad, but isn't that common for WWE to not use Tamina?
It is.
For long periods of time, and then they use it for like a couple of weeks, and then back to the norm?
Yeah, and then there's Tiffany Stratton and Zelina Vega.
So Shayna must be on Raw.
Oh, let me check Raw's
women's
division. Women's division from Raw is Becky Lynch, Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green, Indy Hartwell, Ivy Nile, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Liv Morgan, Maxine Dupree, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler. There we go. Sonya Deville, Tegan Nox, Trish Stratus.
Wouldn't it have been better for Jade to go to Raw then? With all the people there that could fight?
Valhalla, Xia Li, and Zoe Stark. But yeah, there's more people on
Raw that could be seen as an actual threat to Jade.
Yeah. Hang on.
You know what? We were talking about Shayna. I was talking about Shayna before. I wouldn't be opposed to them putting Shayna back in NXT for a bit.
Oh,
not because Shayna. Just bring back that monster Shayna from NXT.
Yeah, I mean Shayna.
And go after the title again.
Shayna holds a record in the Elimination Chamber that no one else has even come close to. And that is 5 eliminations.
Shayna is. I've always rated Shayna. I genuinely NXT Shayna scary, scary, dangerous.
Exactly.
And then moved to the main roster. You had that first feud with Becky, and had much promise. And then I think the match just didn't live up.
They had.
I think.
They did Shayna good for a while. I mean,
because all I remember from that feud, was the Shayna taking a bite out of Becky.
Oh yes, that's right.
That was frightening. To watch that.
That's right. Like, did catering not feed her enough that day?
Clearly not. But I think sending Shayna back to NXT to just become that monster again. Give Shayna a title run of some sort that's a singles title, and at the minute on Raw, SmackDown, I don't see them doing that, sadly. You send it to NXT. Who's the NXT Women's Champion right now?
Give me a second. NXT.
Isn't it? We watched NXT Vengeance Day, didn't we? And I've already forgotten.
Lyra Valkyria.
Isn't she like demanding? Not demanding. Isn't she wanting the respect of her peers and stuff? Is that part of her?
I think that's. Isn't that Roxanne?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I know Roxanne is trying to.
If it is her, I can't say the name because hard.
Which one, Lyra?
Yeah, I'll just say Lyra.
Yeah. Because
I couldn't remember the first name too.
Valkyria.
Valkyria. Okay, there you go. Mainly because I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But if you had Shayna go back, you could build so many matches with Shayna. Build so many future. You could make Shayna almost unbeatable, and then have someone top like they did with Rhea, right? Didn't they have Rhea beat Shayna? It was seen as a really big deal.
Yeah.
And look at where Rhea is.
Well, yeah. And look at Rhea now. The last person to beat Rhea was Liv Morgan, and that was how long ago?
600 days-ish? 661, is it? Yeah.
When did Rhea win the SmackDown Women's Championship? That wasn't last year's Mania, was it?
Was it not?
Or was it last year's Mania?
I think it was.
But yeah. Yeah, it might have been,
no,
actually.
No, it could have been. Yeah, it might have been. I don't know. Because she won last year's Rumble, didn't she?
Hang on. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it would have been. She went and won the Rumble, fought for the title.
That's right.
But if you could use Shayna as
feels like it's been a lot longer.
Unbeatable force again. Just for someone to beat her, to make them a star, and it wouldn't hurt Shayna.
Exactly.
I would love to see a really, really dangerous Shayna in NXT again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick BRB. If I will edit out this BRB, I just need to quickly go and use the restroom in that. Plus, yeah. Plus, I'm gonna grab myself a quick sandwich because my stomach is growling at me.
Fair enough.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm also back now.
Oh, there we go. Yep, I'm back.
Yeah, I was
So I'll cut
just
that bit out.
To check the AJ Styles LA Knight fight thing that happened outside AJ's house, but because I've seen the clip, I want to listen to it with sound. Because all I can imagine hearing is LA Knight while being dragged off and arrested by the police is yeah.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
understand your rights.
Yeah. You have the right to remain silent. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, get it right. It was more like nuh-uh.
Nana, you have the right to remain silent. Nana. It's great. It is LA Knight. Genuinely, this match is gonna be good. I also went up and I grabbed my phone charger because my phone was on like 3%. So now I can check Twitter for the WWE on my phone.
Sweet, that sounds good.
Rather than have it up on my computer.
I was just grabbing a image. Just trying to get the right. There we go. I'll send you on Discord the image I just grabbed.
Okay. Let me just check the WWE Twitter.
So I just grabbed the a photo of our guest for next month. Since we haven't got a video. But while you do that, what else? Yeah, so we're going to cut this bit too because it's just like dead air while we try and figure out what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm also very stuck.
I could show that other clip as well and could talk about the CPW shows and all that.
So, you could, you know how earlier we were unsure how the other talent weren't allowed to swear on their social medias?
Yeah.
Where does the limit for that go? Are they allowed to say shit?
Possibly, I don't know.
Because Dijak does. Material's like, I lost to this MF so many times in 2016. SMH shit just gave me PTSD.
Oh fuck! I mean, I say on the socials.
I'm talking about Cody. So I don't hate the swearing on socials. I actually think they should be free to say fuck they want within reason on their socials. If they want to say fuck, let them say fuck.
Yeah.
You've got to be old enough to have a
social media account.
Yes. So, whereas the TV and the live shows are going to be younger, way younger. By the age of, 13 is it now on Twitter? By that age, you've heard the word fuck a few times.
Exactly. And I mean, if you're listening to this podcast, you've definitely heard the word fuck.
You've heard way worse.
And if you haven't, well then, fuckity fuck.
You don't hurt anyone. Fuckity fuck.
Exactly, they're just words.
They are just words. Beautiful words, but they are words. For me, if actually, that's something we should talk about. The Bray Wyatt documentary.
Oh, yes. Narrated by Undertaker.
That is gonna be a roller coaster ride of emotions, really, isn't it?
It is. I'm going to see if I can bring up any information about it on my phone.
That would be a good idea. I just saw it reminded me of the tweet. Triple H tweeted, "When a rotunda had a brilliant mind, there was no wall he wouldn't break down in the name of storytelling. He had no choice but to believe in him. He was just that good. It's time for his story to be one that's told. Bray Wyatt, Becoming Immortal, comes to Peacock on, I believe, April 1st?
Yep, April 1st.
Now, this is going to be... I want to watch this.
Exactly.
As someone who got into wrestling when Wyndham was Husky Harris in the new Nexus.
Oh, I remember that.
In the new Nexus. He has been in the WWE. He was in the WWE when I started watching back in 2011. Like, fully watching. Then he became Bray Wyatt when I came back in, I stopped watching in, late 2012, right as they were on the cusp of debuting. I then came back in 2015, and it was all about Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. So, realistically, all the times that I had watched professional wrestling, Wyndham, Bray Wyatt, whatever, had always been in it. So that character, the professional wrestler,
legendary,
meant a lot to me. As like, it's kind of like how when Brody passed, I was devastated because again, same sort of thing. I got into it in 2015 fully, started to like get into just a lot more than I did back in 2011, and he was there. I have seen Bray and Brody perform live. So it's like, sucks.
So yeah, so this is from Variety.com. WWE will release a documentary on the late Wyndham Rotunda, known to fans as Bray Wyatt, on Peacock in April. Bray Wyatt Becoming Immortal will premiere on April 1st. Narrated by Mark Calloway, aka The Undertaker, the doc will feature interviews with Rotunda himself and never-before-seen footage from the WWE archives, as well as interviews with WWE superstars like Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Becky Lynch, Triple H, and Wyndham's brother Taylor Rotunda. The official
i.e. Bo Dallas, right?
Yeah, yep. The official and Uncle Howdy.
Well, yes.
The
but
official description.
Yeah,
the official description of the doc states, Bray Wyatt is one of the most revered and mysterious characters in WWE history. Mm-hmm. The story behind that character and the man himself, Wyndham Rotunda, has never been documented until now. Using never-before-seen interviews and exclusive backstage footage, Wyndham Rotunda's inspiring story unfolds. This documentary chronicles Wyndham's incredible rise to worldwide fame as a WWE superstar and the struggles and success that came with being a creative visionary.
It's going to be one hell of a documentary.
It is. When the documentary has aired, that is something we are going to be talking about in the
I assume it'll be on the WWE Network, right?
Network / yeah. So it's on Peacock in America, but outside of America, they still get the network.
UK, whatever.
Yeah.
So I will watch that. Is it a multiple part documentary? Did it say? Or?
It doesn't say, but I'll be watching it.
I assume it's just a singular part.
I assume our special guest for next month will be watching it too.
Maybe we can all discuss it. Because I think
because
I mean you can tell it's kind of like we were big fans of Bray, right? Me
exactly,
and you.
Definitely.
And when I heard the news that he passed away, I was rocked.
I
didn't believe it.
Neither.
But then again, I knew obviously if Triple H had posted it, there must be some credence to it.
Exactly.
And I just didn't know what to do. I kind of sat in silence for an hour, 2 hours. Just what?
I can't remember if I think I seen it on Facebook that it had been shared. The tweet from Triple H had been shared, and I'm just like,
that has to be photoshopped.
And then I go onto Twitter, or I refuse to call it by its new name because it just sounds it sounds stupid.
Yep.
And I seen it was real, and I think I messaged this one over here. Hang on.
Sorry.
Bray Wyatt's death. I messaged you as soon as I found out, eh?
Yeah, you did. That was not a fun day.
No, it was not.
Wasn't, no.
I mean,
genuinely one of the saddest days I've ever been alive for as a wrestling fan.
Yep. It's like before everything came out on what had actually happened, when I found out Benoit had died. This is before anyone knew what had happened. And that it was that same feeling.
Like,
but as soon, yeah. like, this can't be real.
Which it still does. But it's a
Yeah.
different kind of suck.
Yeah.
It's not a damn.
Yeah.
It's a
But then, of course, when you find out what had actually happened with Benoit, and that it was Benoit himself that did it, it goes from being upset and sad and grieving at the loss of one of the best, if not the best, technical wrestler of all time, to pure angry hatred at that time. And that,
how could he have done this?
Yeah.
Why? The why, probably.
Yeah, exactly. But with Bray, it's still at that. At times, I'm thinking, nah, this can't be real.
No.
He's alive somewhere.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel real.
No. It's hard to, like, because, like I said, like, Bray was there when I started watching, so I feel like I was affected more by Bray's death, by Wyndham's death, than I was Brody, than John
Huber.
Yeah. Even though that affected me, I felt very, very depressed that day. But Bray, I felt depressed the entire weekend after I found out.
Teddy saying here in chat.
Hello, Teddy. But yeah,
what does it mean by dark blue here?
It's just probably a joke.
Also, well, I remember, Teddy, the way your name is written on here on Twitch, Teddy Bear, Te is Māori, is like Māori for the, so your name is the D Bear.
The D Bear? No, he's the boat. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just wondering, is the D Bear like a bear that walks around giving people the D?
Rex knows how to lighten up the mood.
Yep.
But yeah, like, I just wanna finish off by saying, like, I was very sad and upset for the entire weekend after I learned of Bray, of Wyndham. It still sucks now to think.
There are
a mind, a father. I forget the wrestling. A father.
Yeah. A son, a father, an uncle, a brother,
a husband.
Were they? I don't think JoJo and Wyndham were.
Maybe
were
they were. I don't know. Well, you know what I mean. A partner then.
Yeah. I can't remember if they'd gotten married or not. But there are 3 deaths that still hurt to this day.
Yeah.
Wyndham Rotunda's been one. The other 2 are outside of wrestling. Jason David Frank, Tommy from Power Rangers, and Chester Bennington of Linkin Park.
See, I realized that if we're gonna be real, the other 2 I never really watched or listened to.
That is fair enough.
Any of that music, so those don't affect me as much as.
I'm a huge Linkin Park fan. Don't know how I can get the angle right, but I have a Linkin Park tattoo right there.
Yeah.
I'm also a huge Power Rangers fan. And of course, the original 6 Power Rangers from Mighty Morphin. All my favorites. Like when I found out that Tui Trang, who played the Yellow Ranger in Mighty Morphin, died. But I didn't find that one out until it had been years later.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the wrestling. I just thought, I would just point out how this death of Wyndham's. The
way I see it,
it's one of the top 3 most impactful for me.
Yeah, I mean, Wyndham is never. I would say Wyndham and Bray are not truly dead in the sense that their mind has probably inspired so many future talents to become professional wrestlers or to do things. And I think what they did, their legacy, his legacy in professional wrestling, like, that's never gonna die.
No, it is not.
And that's something that I hope, I'm sure the documentary will be like, hey, look, Wyndham, obviously Wyndham passed away or whatever, but
Gone,
the
but
fact
not
that
forgotten.
his legacy, yeah, kind of like he's gone, but his legacy lives on with everything that he does. And I mean, you think of how much of an effect he had on so many people. There was what was it, the Raw after everything, Becky.
Yep, Becky.
After winning the match, dedicating it, just breaking down. You can tell that Wyndham had such an effect on everyone.
He definitely did.
Us as fans are absolutely beside. We're beside ourselves at the news.
Yeah. It was
Just,
devastating.
yeah, devastated.
Yeah.
We were devastated. Think about the people that were really close to him, his family, his friends,
Yeah,
his colleagues.
Booker T
must have been.
Yeah, Booker T was doing a podcast when he found out. Imagine doing a podcast and
all
then
happy-go-lucky,
and then finding out that one of your colleagues, a friend, and that
is no longer with us,
has passed away.
Mm.
I don't even know if I'd be able to continue on with the podcast at that point.
No. I would, if I ever saw like anybody like professional wrestlers, I not only just because anything like if it was someone I knew, out of pure respect, I wouldn't continue in a sense. Like, what is it? The wrestling, the way they do the wrestling, the show must go on. But I think there comes a point where, out of pure respect, I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of the show must go on, one moment where they continued the show when they shouldn't have. And
Owen?
Owen Hart.
That's yeah. I mean, I think with that it's instantly no.
Yeah, it's
instantly. Wasn't it that it came out like, I mean, obviously I don't know if it's metaphorical, but they people said they're literally wrestling in his blood from the fall. They were landing on the mat. They didn't even change the mat.
And yeah, and you know what his last words were?
Get out the way or something, right?
Yeah, he knew that that was it. But
so
they
sad.
definitely should have,
They
refunded people, sent them home,
and said, "Hey, look, and if you don't want to give the money back, hold the show at a later date.
Make it optional to refund, or if people want tickets at a later date.
Yeah,
because people might not be able to make a later show.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, obviously you'd make it an option, but you get my point. Like, death in wrestling has, well, I say it has become. It's rare to happen during a show.
Yeah, I can only think of a couple.
There's always that risk.
I can only think of a couple.
But, like, I think death in wrestling in general, it's gotten a lot less, like, young, specifically younger deaths. I feel like it's gotten better since, like, the protocols into, like, the health and well-being, but...
Exactly. But also WWE not acknowledging certain wrestlers' deaths. Umaga. They never... I don't recall them saying anything when Lance Cade died.
See, I'm trying to just... There's so many.
Or, Test.
Yeah.
Or Andrew Test Martin.
It's just like... especially when those superstars have been established in the company where they were well known. They were, weekly. They're weekly. They were on the shows weekly. They were on
Yeah.
TV on a regular basis, so people would have known who they were.
Sure, they weren't in the company at the time, but you still
I mean,
mention the death.
here's the thing: when Brody passed, I did like the solidarity with everyone. There was no tribalism even between the companies. Like, they were retweeting it. They were
Yeah.
said, I believe AEW retweeted a WWE post, an official account of them bringing it up. Now, yeah, that may seem like odd for me to bring up. They retweeted whatever, but think about like that now and how, especially the internet wrestling communities, tribalism. Not all of them. There are the the majority. I am sure do not care what show is on. They just like wrestling. Like me, I don't care. Like I watch AEW, I watch WWE, I watch TNA, I watch whatever's on.
Yeah, same
I mean,
here.
World of Sport, if it's on, I will happily watch.
Also, speaking of, I'm going to put this in chat again, in both my chat and your chat.
Yep.
If I can type it correctly.
But the
independentwrestling.tv. Just as we're talking about like being able to like watch different wrestling shows, this just gives people a link. I will also put it. It'll also be in the description, in the YouTube video, and on the Spotify. So down there in the YouTube and wherever on Spotify.
I don't know why you're doing hand gestures. They can't see you on Spotify.
That is true.
You just made yourself look like a British is gonna come out like a right twat.
Well, that's because I am.
Hey, at least you can admit it. No. But yeah.
So.
But yeah, like it's just now when something happened. That what was it? Is it Mark Briscoe?
Mark's still alive. Jay's the one that died.
Jay, that's the one. I can't remember which one's which. But yeah, Jay, when he passed away.
Yeah, that. I mean, I'd only just gotten into watching the Briscoe stuff.
I saw. I wasn't familiar with a lot of his work. Bear in mind, I didn't watch ROH. I didn't watch any of like the independents at that time. To an extent, I still don't. But I just saw the outpouring at that time from everyone.
Yeah, even WWE. And he, if I remember correctly, he was never in WWE.
I don't think he was, no.
Yeah. But no, they had...
But it goes to show how much of an effect, I guess, as well, like, a lot of the people in WWE, like, knew him and were friends with him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like...
And I am glad that now when someone passes away, they're in a different company or, or they've never been to a company but they have friends in that company, they can acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter if they worked for your company or not, or if they left your company on really bad terms. Yeah. It shouldn't matter. It should be okay. They've passed on.
Yeah.
Show respect.
Everyone should be remembered and have a memorial in the right way from the companies. I mean, if like the wrestler had nothing to do with the company and that, sure, yeah, it's called paying homage and that. But you could also tell if a company was to use their death to try and promote themselves, that's where it's like, no, that's crossing the line.
I mean, I remember going back to Brody. I remember the AEW show. that they held in his honor. It was something else. Like, it was actually, I think it's one of the best tributes that I've ever seen for a professional wrestler.
I also like how in AEW now they've taken his, it's, whatever day it was. You know what that means? So like, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
You know what that means?
Yeah. All good,
And
Teddy.
Sweet as Teddy. Enjoy your lurk, and if you go to bed,
Sleep.
have a good sleep.
But yeah, I do. Like the tribute that AEW held for like Brody. I remember watching it and being just nothing but in tears.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the full tribute, but
didn't see. Neither did I. I didn't watch the entire show, but the clips that I saw
was beautiful.
Exactly. And again, like that, it came out of nowhere, right? Like, we hadn't seen Brody in a while.
Yeah.
And then it just was, hey, Brody passed away. And it's like, what? Sorry?
It's like, you said what?
How?
Yeah. Was it you said what? You're talking about who? No.
No. I just saw it, and I don't know where I saw it first. May have been Cultaholic.
I can't remember now.
I
think
instantly
Twitter.
was like that. Maybe it was Twitter. Maybe I saw it on Twitter and I just saw AEW post something. Or I saw something. And I instantly thought, there's no way. Nah.
Yeah.
No way. Then you look more into it and and it's like, oh, shit. And I think now, with it becoming a lot more like rare, there is no like, oh, I saw that coming.
No, it's not. Especially with
with Bray or Wyndham. I say Bray or Wyndham. I know him more better as Bray, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But Wyndham, like, I'm pretty sure there were talks that he was looking to return soon.
He was.
And then all of a sudden, because I was, Cultaholic had made videos about Bray possibly returning soon. And then all of a sudden you see Wyndham Rotunda has passed away, and you're like, what?
It's like, no. Come on. Enough of the joking around. When's his return? When's he coming back? And then it's like, no, this is real.
Yeah, it's kind of like you think, alright, Bray's a creepy character, but they wouldn't do this as a story. There's just too far.
And they wouldn't use Wyndham Rotunda.
No.
They wouldn't use his real name.
No.
It would
but
be.
It was so.
They would have just used Bray Wyatt.
I think it was out of nowhere because everyone, even like 2 days prior, were like, he's coming back soon. What wasn't it? I don't know when it was, but people were saying he was meant to come back the pay-per-view prior and didn't.
Yeah, I think so.
It sucked. It sucked. That's literally all I can say with it. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure, safe to say, me and you, Rex, watching this documentary, there will be tears.
There will be. I mean, we could
as I'm sure as there will be with a lot of people.
I mean, we could always do a reaction to it.
I would record it.
Yeah.
I don't think we stream the reaction because obviously it's going to be a very... I don't want to have to keep with chat. With all due respect to chat, I would rather be invested in that. I like your idea for that.
Yep. But anyway, did you get... I just flicked your message. I think we move on to a more positive topic.
Yeah, we were on that for...
we were on that for a while.
I didn't intend. I don't think I intended it to go that long.
No.
But
But you know how our podcast is called the Double Countout?
mhm.
How about we show a triple powerbomb?
Oh.
So this is from. Hang on, I need to do this. This is from the last show, the same show as that no contest ending.
Mhm.
Pause this. Take it back. I need to get the sound. Monitor and output. Here we go. So this is a no disqualification match. The match was Ryan Zero, he's the guy that's on the ground right now, versus the superhero Jay Marshall. He's the guy in the corner, the masked guy. Ray Gunn, the guy closest to me, was part of a stable with Jay and Ryan. Ryan was kicked out of the stable, called the Gunn Cabinet. The other guy, the guy that's topless, is Harry Williams. This was him joining the stable.
Oh.
So there we go. That was a clip from a no disqualification match.
Mhm.
2 weeks later, they were down in Christchurch, and they had a street fight against each other. I have not got any clips of the street fight, otherwise I would show some. But you seen that clip as well, didn't you, Karen?
Yep.
Your thoughts on that?
Good triple powerbomb. I mean, with triple power bombs, I was a huge fan of the Shield. So, I mean, who wasn't? So any triple power bomb is cool, and it was well done.
I mean, other things that impressed me are like when the superhero gets Ryan up onto his shoulders for like a Samoan drop or anything like that. Oh, at one point, I haven't got the clutch.
I do like the fact one of them. What was it? One of them tapped you on the shoulder and was like, "It's okay, Rex. It's fine. Everything's fine."
That was the superhero. He like was being called. He's like, "Just take a seat there, boss."
Yeah, take a seat. Take a seat. Yeah, everything is fine. Everything's under control. You don't have to worry about a thing. Just count to 3.
Pretty much, yeah. And I mean, it's a no DQ match, so I couldn't do anything anyway.
You're powerless at that point.
I mean, the only thing I could do was I was asking Ray what he was doing out there, and then when Harry appeared, and freaking the reason why Ryan's on the ground, lying down, is before that happened, Ryan had a set of bamboo skewers, which he was going to put into the top of the superhero's head, because the mask has like a hole. Yeah, he was going to put and Harry comes up behind and bang!
Low blow.
Yep.
We've seen a few of them today.
I know.
I think this is the multiple low blows podcast. This week, this month, whatever.
I mean, heck, I could name this episode Powerbombs and Nutshots.
I like that. Powerbombs and Nutshots it is.
Sweet. But yeah, and on with that CPW show. Another clip I should have clipped. It wasn't from a match I refed. But in that match, ACJ climbed. It would have been like 12 to 15 feet in the air. I don't know the exact height. All I know was it was at least double my height. At least I am 6 foot. He climbed up to the thing. He had Luke Starr sprawled out on some chairs.
Oh no. Oh no.
And he just jumped off with a senton.
By God Almighty. That's it, he's dead.
Outside the ring. This wasn't a no DQ match or anything. The referee for that match, Luke went for his finisher, the Star Cutter, which is like a Cody Cutter, springboard cutter.
Mm-hmm.
And ACJ pulled the ref in the way.
Oh.
So with the ref down, they took the time to frickin' beat each other up all over the arena.
And get some toys into the mix.
Yeah. Get some toys. But, sorry, speaking of referees and that, you don't have 2K24, do you?
Nope.
Okay, so for those that have 2K24, if you go into Community Creations, and then you search the hashtag New Zealand, you can find 3 New Zealand referees that you can download. They are John Reginald, Matt Rhodes, and this guy called Rex Lyons.
Yeah, who's that guy? Seems like a nobody to me. I don't think that's an actual referee.
Basically, if you want to beat the shit out of me in 2K24, you can.
You don't have to ask me twice. Buying the game right now.
I mean, what would
Buying
you...
the game right now. I'm gonna load up the lowest rated and just beat the ever living piss out of you.
What would you download? What would you get it on?
PC, probably. Well, it'd have to be PC.
Yeah, I've got it on PS4.
Yeah, I don't own a PS4, PS5. I have a PC and a Switch. And after 2K18, the mess that was 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch, I don't think we'll ever see a mainline WWE 2K game on the Switch again.
No, we won't.
Because that game was a mess. I played it. I would know.
They had a SmackDown vs. Raw on the DS, and that was better than the freaking one on the Switch.
Yeah, I don't. The way they messed that up. How?
I know, like, how do you mess that up? Another game that they've messed up, sorry, I don't know if this is a wrestling podcast, but what we're talking about, Switch games and that. Mortal Kombat 1. That is glitchy as fuck on the Switch. I just wanted to say that
Aren't
about...
most things glitchy on the Switch? You've got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you've got...
No. This makes frickin' the games that everyone says that are glitchy look like they're running at frickin' 120 frames per second.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I see you are sending something.
Yep, just asking a quick question.
Okay.
Actually, no, but there is one more thing I want to talk about. We got a couple of things coming up here in New Zealand. One is WrestleFest, which is a bunch of New Zealand wrestling companies coming together to put on a show, or to put on multiple shows over 2 days. This year, I believe the companies are Hughes Academy, Maniacs United, Legacy Pro Wrestling, and Heathen Combat are the ones that I know of. Now, Heathen Combat, they shut their doors last year, I believe it is. So this is basically their return. Also, Maniacs United, it is their second to last show ever. Their final show will be the next week, April the 20th. They will be closing down their doors after 12 years.
Damn.
2012 Maniacs started. I was there for the
insane.
first couple of Maniacs shows. I was a cameraman for their first show, and I was a ring announcer for their second show.
Always sucks when you lose a wrestling company.
Yep. I'll probably talk more about Maniacs on the April show with our special guest as well, because he'll probably have some words to say.
Yep.
I
might have to gather some questions
Yeah.
for the both of you.
But is there anything else you can think of from talking about on today's podcast?
I assume the WrestleMania plans that we have, because obviously you will not be there for night one.
Okay, so night one.
Are you going to be there for Stand and Deliver?
When Stand and Deliver?
I'm not sure, but I know it's before Mania, as far as I'm
probably
aware.
the Saturday for us then, so it'll be Friday after SmackDown. Probably not, because Saturday, Sunday is Armageddon for Wolf and I.
Okay.
So that's why Sundays I won't be watching WrestleMania live.
Yeah, so night one, Rex will not be doing reactions. I am still planning to on twitch.tv/unstable cyan,
I will
if you want to do that. For night one, I will be alone if I do choose to do it.
And night two, it's not going to be just the two of us.
Huh? My brain. Oh!
Huh?
We might have to do 3-way predictions.
Yeah, she's going to be on the same thing as me. WrestleMania Night 2. You're joining us for live reactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an early
Have a deal with me.
prediction to be made.
Okay, what is that?
Who's winning at Mania? Roman or Cody?
Cody has to win. He has to finish the story.
If they fuck this up,
Look, I found out today that they're rebooting the Never-Ending Story. If Cody loses, he might as well audition for the role of the main character, because he knows exactly what it's like to be in a never-ending story.
but if they fuck this up, then I don't think Cody can. You can say, hey, Cody's the one. You can't say that. If they fuck this up, there's more chance of Roman vacating the title.
I'm not sure if you know this, but in
I know what you're gonna say.
2K24 My Rise, the male storyline is Roman vacated the title.
I know, that's kind of why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned it before, but yeah, like they can't fuck this up. They have all that they need. They have the fuel. They've lit the fire. Realistically,
Yep. They've got the fire.
All
They've
they
got the
need
fuel. They've got everything.
is to make sure that fire isn't extinguished on WrestleMania Night 2. You can have Cody lose to Rock Roman Night 1. That is fine. If they have Roman go over again, Cody cannot be seen as a viable threat to Roman's reign. See
No.
what I did there?
Yes, it did. The only way it works, if Roman wins, is if he does it with no help.
Which he won't.
Yeah.
It's Roman.
Exactly. And then it proves.
The only
Because then he
other
can
way.
be like, I didn't even need any help to beat you.
So if none of the bloodline can come out, right? How's it that I don't want this, because this would really be dumb in a sense, but it might work. Night 1, Seth and Cody win. No
Yep.
bloodline. Night 2, Cody's about to win. Seth comes down and costs him the match.
Oh, that would throw everything off.
And now this is the thing. That's the only way you could have Cody lose. because you can't have him lose to bloodline interference again. The
No.
Seth, I don't want him to lose, right? It's not. I think the better thing to do is have him win, Seth come down to celebrate, and destroy Cody. Or wait until the next night on Raw.
But what happens? So the whole thing is Cody has to finish the story, right? And he has to be able to give his mum the title because he can't give it to his dad.
Uh-huh.
What happens if he wins the title and then he gets the crap beat out of him and then Priest cashes in? He still hasn't been able to give that title to his mum.
Then he still hasn't finished the story.
Yeah. But it's not the story
just
repeating the same chapter. It's a new chapter to the story. I feel him going after Roman and that this is the same chapter.
As was last year, or it's...
Yeah. I mean, this is a...
It's the final chapter of this story. It has to be.
Yeah.
You can't have someone lose twice in a row to someone in the biggest match at the biggest event in the calendar year twice in consecutive years, and then go on the third, go for a third round and say he's still a viable threat to that title.
No.
For taking that. You can't do that. Nobody will buy it. Everyone will say, well, that's it then. Cody ain't gonna finish this story with Roman, as the champion. Wonder who will do it. They have everything they need to have Cody dethrone Roman.
Exactly.
Then you
But
can
will
build
they?
to next year's WrestleMania, Rock versus Roman. You can start that build now. You can make it last nearly a year,
That's
and you
what
can
they
have
did with
that main
Cena
event
Rock.
next. They could have that main event next year. You could, if you want Roman to lose, and say Cody, you think you see, no bloodline rules or something, right? Or bloodline rules, you see the Rock come down, and you Roman thinks, aha, everyone else has been taken out. There's only one man now, and everyone else is down. Seth's down.
Jimmy's down. Jay's down.
Jimmy's down.
Jay comes out to deal with Jimmy, obviously. Solo's down.
Solo's down.
Even
And
Heyman's
it's just
down.
Roman. You could do that. Roman. It is just Roman and Cody. And then Rock comes down. And you think, hey, okay, well now Cody's got to beat Rock up. You gotta beat him down, make sure he doesn't get involved. But no, Rock looks like he's gonna hit the rock bottom on Cody, or do something. Switches to Roman, lays out Roman.
You'd also
Cost Roman the title.
You would also need the ref down for this point.
Which that's just a bloodline thing.
Yeah.
No, it's a bloodline rules. Would mean that they can get involved.
I don't know.
I would assume so, because they're like, oh, well then there will be no interference. And I assume it would be no disqualification for that to happen. But only on the bloodline side, so if Cody goes and hits Roman with a steel chair, well then Roman wins. Just to make it even more unfair.
For some reason, this is just reminding me of a storyline in, I think it's SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, I might be wrong. But MVP, Better Than Utopia. Basically, matches under Better Than Utopia rules. It is no DQ for members of Utopia, or Better Than Utopia. There are no countouts for members of Better Than Utopia. Members of Better Than Utopia have to pin their opponents for a 3 count, while people that are not part of the Better Than Utopia have to pin them for a 7 count.
What?
So, yeah.
I was expecting a 5 count, not a 7.
Yeah.
But
I think it was a 7 count. Yeah, because I remember because obviously you have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5. It still gives them time to kick out.
But yeah,
I mean,
with this, go on.
Big E, say that 3 ain't enough. He needs 5. He turned around, looked at Better Than Utopia, and went, nah, 7's too much.
So with the Rock and Roman, you could start that build. Cody said, "I'm going to take everything from you. Everything must mean family. Everything
Yep.
must mean that tribal chief title.
Also, remember this.
Not just the title. Yeah, it's not intentional. People have said that Heyman knows something's up.
Yep.
I will say that I think that's the plan. Maybe that's the plan all along. Maybe that's gonna be like the story. It was the plan all along to get the Rock. I knew I couldn't win this alone. I had to do an inside job.
Yeah, and then it'd be like, that was
And
the whole
Seth
plan.
has a reason to turn on Cody the next night on Raw.
Yeah.
Because Seth isn't in on this plan. Seth genuinely thinks The Rock's an asshole.
Yeah.
Thus wants to
So,
fight.
Cody says that he changed his mind and decided he wanted Roman at Mania when he seen the family tree up, and then basically saying they're better than everyone. He could turn around and say that it was his idea to put the tree up, and that so it looked like that there was a reason for him to want to change his mind, when the whole entire time the plan was for him to do
But to
that.
throw a wrench in the works and to throw off Roman.
And the whole plan was for Rock to act. The whole plan was for Rock to slap him and everything. And basically that he and Rock have been in cahoots this entire time.
It would be so good.
Everything
would be
that's come
so
out,
good.
Yeah, everything that has come out has been planned, and that the promos that Rock's been doing weren't aimed at Cody. Like the one where he about the belt and that, he didn't say Mama Rhodes, he said Mama Reigns. Yeah.
Maybe.
So that off is the direction you can fuck was aimed at Roman.
And every single time, isn't he said you and looked at Roman, right? I'm gonna walk out walk out of WrestleMania exactly how you walked in, a loser. And he looked at Roman.
He was also he's pointing like that, and then he goes, I'm going to make sure I do everything in my power to make sure you turn the point to Roman. Walk out of WrestleMania exactly what you are. And that's a loser.
He's planting the seeds. That's what they're doing. It's happened this entire time. The entire time. We've been played. Up until this point, people are being played. Played like a fiddle. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. Roman and Cody have to be in cahoots with one another.
They have to be.
Think about how perfect that is. Why else would Rock have a problem with what Cody said?
Yeah. Oh,
He didn't say anything shit about the family. He said your grandfather and his grandfather would be ashamed of you, Roman, not Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock maybe needed Roman to buy into it. You don't disrespect our family.
Yeah.
Oof.
I need someone to make a meme for me. If you know, if you've ever watched Invincible, season 1, the whole think mark, and that, I need that, but Rock to be Omni-Man, and Roman Reigns to be invincible. And you know,
Someone needs to
think
do it.
Roman. Why would I
Think,
team
Roman.
up? Yeah, why would I team up with you so willingly after wanting to beat the crap out of you?
It's not rocket science, Roman. You're being played. Heyman knows it.
You know
Cody
what,
knows it.
Right now, I wish I
We
had
know
Right now, I wish I had a Roman Reigns action figure, just so I could go. This is Roman. Da, 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 da. Notice I'm playing with it.
Genuinely, if we predict this, because I'm seeing it and I'm thinking, it's all part of the plan. It has to be all part of the plan. Why would, if Rock really wanted that match, and he's Cody's boss, he could overrule Cody. He's his boss. If he wants to be the dick boss, he could quite easily say, fine then. You won the Rumble, but I want it too. Triple threat. Or he could have made night one, you lose, I'm in the main event.
Is he Triple H's boss though? Because Triple H is the one that turned around and went, no, Cody is facing him in the main event.
Is Triple H in on the plan?
I doubt it.
Hmm.
It's just...
I reckon it's all a plan, though. I reckon
Yeah.
they've sold it to Triple H so convincingly that they can hate each other.
Yeah. Exactly.
It doesn't take too much to think. Cody would want to throw off Roman and fuck Roman over. I'm going to make you lose everything. And
Yeah.
that includes family.
Exactly.
Because if you think about it, Roman loses Tribal Chief, he'll lose favour with the Elders. If he loses that title, he loses favour with the Elders. Solo then might become the Tribal Chief. Rock will probably get there.
Doesn't Rock have a title already?
People's Champion, right?
No. I mean, like, tribal something.
I have no idea.
See.
By the way, if you hear anything in the background, I'm watching Throne of Steel.
Okay.
I have to catch up because it's almost at episode 100.
Samoan Dynasty Family Tree. I'm just looking this up right now.
Even then, Solo. You think Roman loses the title, he loses the favour of the Elders. He can lose family. Solo can become the Tribal Chief. Think about how demoralizing it would be for Roman to listen to take orders from someone else, rather than be the one giving them out. Playing second fiddle to someone. Roman's never done that.
No, he hasn't.
Roman's never been the second guy. And for him to be played, it would be so good if the plan is Rock Roman win night one due to something, right? Night two, everyone's down. Roman and Cody in the ring. Rock comes out, looks like he's about to lay out Cody. Instead, lays out Roman.
Exactly. Hang on,
Next year, you have Roman, Rock, main event, night 2, WrestleMania. Biggest main event of all time.
Putting this image off the High Chief, something it says, for Roman. Give me a moment. I am going to zoom this in, see if we can see Roman's a bit better. Not Roman, sorry. Dwayne Johnson. High Chief. I can't read that last word. But he's a High Chief. You still there?
Yeah. What was it? So Rock was
High Chief. I can't read the final word, but I'll see if I can find.
So, is Rock above Roman?
That's
Or is
what,
Roman above Rock? Because if it's the way of Rock being above Roman, then if Rock lays out Roman at Mania, Roman's out of the bloodline.
yeah,
As in Roman's not the tribal chief anymore.
yeah, okay.
That's you no longer have control over anything.
Since those with an eagle eye would have noticed something very interesting on the Rock's branch of the Anawahi family tree. On the Dwayne Johnson branch of the tree, he was referred to as High Chief / Seiuli. I am part Samoan. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of Samoan words. This name was given to Dwayne Johnson when he was acknowledged as
What was it? SEI?
ULI. But yeah, this name was given to Dwayne Johnson when he was acknowledged as the High Chief of Samoa. So apparently,
for those, is it Sweeney? The Rock's Samoan High Chief name given to him by the late King Malitoa Tanumafili. Second, in 2004, cultural ceremony was held when the is it Brahma Bull?
no idea. I've got Samoan blood in me, but I wasn't raised by the Samoan side of my family, so I do not know that stuff.
This is why Samoans call him Sweeney before Dwayne to signify his title as High Chief. So technically, and what is Roman?
Tribal chief. He's the chief of the tribe. While it sounds like
So the Rock is High Chief, which would put him above Roman.
Yeah.
So if Rock lays out Roman at WrestleMania, Roman's no longer your tribal chief. You no longer have control here.
Exactly. And like if Solo or anyone goes to turn around to do anything to Rock, he can point out that he is higher ranked.
So if you touch me, you're out too.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think that's the route they're going.
Roman might be head of the table, but Rock built the fucking table.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Or
I genuinely think. Go on.
Roman is the head of the table. The kiddies table.
I prefer the first one. The Rock built the fucking table.
Yeah.
But I genuinely believe it's all part of the plan.
Same
I'm gonna make you lose everything. That means your family, that means your title, that means your rank as tribal chief. Everything.
Yep, definitely.
The wise man will go. Everything.
The wise man
gone.
ends up with Rock. In a face turn.
The threats.
Perfect time to walk in as well.
Yeah, hi, Dad. Rex, can we just get a shout out for Daz, Student Ranger?
Nah, we can't. Of course we can.
Yeah. We're doing I genuinely think The Rock is gonna lay out Roman, thus making
I'll
Roman
also
lose
give them a shout out on
everything.
my side as well.
Yes. Genuinely think Rock versus Roman will be next year's main event of WrestleMania Night 2, and we then get that huge that main event, right? The biggest WrestleMania main event of all time.
I'm just typing in my chat the shout out.
And I just think it all stems from Cody's word, I'm gonna make you lose everything. I'm gonna take everything from you. It's exactly his words, right? I'm gonna take everything from you.
good for it.
Maybe that's why you
Oh,
contacted
I am
The
following.
Rock.
I was just about to go drop a follow and... Oh,
Hmm.
I'm just looking at what Frosty Tools says for Suiting Ranger.
Oh,
Mhm.
is there someone who's coming to chat?
Would you like to read it out?
Do you want me to read it? Okay. In a world of ink and chaos, Suiting Ranger 27 embarks on an epic quest through the colourful battlegrounds of Splatoon 3. With no mic to hold them back, they dive into the silent but deadly waters of Salmon Run, challenging the notorious EVP grind. Will they conquer all of the nines? Tune in for a spectacular adventure where only the bravest Inklings survive.
That is amazing.
That's why
very.
that's why I love this bot.
It is a very good bot.
If you hear anything in the background,
But yeah, Rex.
you may hear
Genuinely, the line, I
Yeah.
will take everything from you, has more meaning than we initially thought. That's why
Definitely.
he contacted The Rock in the first place.
I could not agree
to transfer
more.
his spot, but he
Yeah.
wanted Roman to think that was what it was. Because if he contacts The Rock, and The Rock's all nice with Cody, Roman's gonna know something's up.
Exactly.
If Rock
And
comes in and says, I want to fight my family member in a fair one-on-one match in the main event of WrestleMania, I think this is what the plan is. I think the plan all along was...
another question for chat or those that are viewing the VOD or listening on Spotify. Was this planned the entire time? Right from get-go? From Cody saying he was giving up his spot?
I'm gonna give my opinion. No.
You reckon from Cody's...
From the get-go, no.
I mean from Cody calling... Yeah, from Cody saying that he called Rock.
The booking decision, no. But if you mean this story, yes. The story they're telling now, I thought you meant the original, before the backlash. Then yes.
I mean, even Cody, when there was the backlash, he was like, just wait and see what happens. So, was this the whole...
Maybe then.
Yeah.
Maybe he... What was it? Trust me or something, he said.
Yeah. Basically, trust... Yeah. Or trust the process or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just wait and see.
It's all part of the plan.
But do we want to talk
Okay.
about the other upcoming WrestleMania matches? Seeing as our next...
LA Knight versus AJ Styles is one.
Yep. Give me a second. I'm just bringing up WrestleMania.
Guess that'd be a good way to possibly end the pod. As well,
Well,
by doing this.
close
Unless you
to-
got one other thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, the revelation of next month's guest.
Oh, yes, and that. My bad.
So, the matches so far announced are on night one, because the only matches that we know what nights they're happening are the Bloodline, The Rock and Roman Reigns, versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins.
Yep.
So, if Rhodes and Rollins win, all members of the Bloodline will be barred from ringside during the undisputed, during the title match, Bloodline will be banned. If Rock and Reigns win, the championship match on night 2 will be held under Bloodline rules.
Mm-hmm.
Seth freaking Rollins, okay, night 2, Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Matches where the dates haven't been confirmed, if it's night 1 or night 2, is Io Sky versus Bayley, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch, Gunther versus Sami Zayn, the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus DIY versus The Awesome Truth versus The New Day versus...
Oh, wait, it's a ladder match, isn't it?
Yeah, versus 2 teams
My
that
money's
are
on
yet
DIY.
to be determined.
Sorry, my money's on DIY. I have to do it.
I'm-
Remember that tagged ladder match with the Revival and AOP? how
Yep.
good that was.
Yep. There's still a couple more matches I've got to go over, but while we're talking about that,
Imagine AOP's in it. Imagine AOP.
they have been pushing Awesome Truth for quite a while. I have to give it to the Awesome Truth for that one.
No, I just want to see DIY win the titles.
They will win them at some point.
Unless Ciampa turns his back on Johnny again.
Or Johnny turns his back on Ciampa, because they have both done the exact same thing to each other.
Yeah. What was it? Wasn't the... Oh, actually, speaking of Nutshots, a lot this one, wasn't there one of the turns that Johnny did? Where Candice kicked them both in the nuts, but Johnny was wearing one of the, what's it called, protection things?
A cup.
And Ciampa wasn't. Yeah. So, they both get kicked in the nuts. Johnny acts as if he's hurt, and then gets up and just reveals, I'm fine.
Oh, sorry, but when you said cup, it just reminded me of Matt Cardona versus Jordan Grace for the Digital Media Championship back on his Impact Wrestling, and she kicked him in the nuts and he revealed he was wearing a cup. Yeah, it ended up with Jordan making him sniff his own cup.
What? That's,
He tried to put it over her mouth. She managed to turn his arm around and have it so he's like this, with his cup. Right.
I'm not gonna lie. Imagine doing it in an I Quit match and that's why you quit. No. I quit. That'd be a very funny way to do it, huh?
Yeah. No. You find out what kind of music your opponent hates. You then
And I'm at Blair.
frickin' put AirPods or whatever in the ears and then duct tape so that they can't get it out, and just blast the music they hate.
Yeah, you could do that. There's so many unorthodox ways you could win an I Quit match.
Like, literally, you could frickin', put the AirPods in and also hearing is baby.
Oh, I would quit instantly. I'm like, you didn't have to duct tape them. You just hear that song and I quit.
Yeah,
See you later.
no, because the duct tape is so
No
they can't.
title. No title is worth that level of torment to me.
So the reason you duct tape them in is so they can't remove them and throw them away.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I would just quit as soon as I hear that first baby. I'd be like, I'm good.
No, you'd
You
quit
can have
from.
the title.
You'd quit from. Nope. I quit.
I just see him just do this with a duct tape. Are you gonna quit?
Oh,
Say it. You quit.
I just thought of something evil. I quit
no.
match, right? But you want
Yeah.
to incur as much punishment on your opponent as possible.
You duct tape them.
You duct tape their mouth shut.
Why didn't Edge do that? Oh,
and
Adam
then just
Copeland do that.
and then just start beating the shit out of them,
Oh,
and they're like,
Wait.
I can't.
Can you imagine Adam Copeland did that to Christian, just kept going for the nuts constantly?
spike? And he's like, I quit. Handcuffed behind the thing, his mouth duct taped, and he's just like,
just
I quit.
That'd be so good, dude.
Oh my god,
It's
that would.
sadistic as fuck. He should have done that. If he really wants to inflict... I mean, Christian Cage wanted to break his fucking neck, man.
Yeah.
You can't get much more personal than that with Adam Copeland.
I'm gonna get Wolf's opinion on this.
What's that?
I quit match, alright? Duct taping your opponent's mouth shut. The only way that they can, the match ends is by them saying, I quit. Their mouth duct taped, and for example, Edge has a new friend he calls Spike.
Oh no.
Is it a bat or a 2x4?
I think it's a 2x4.
Yeah, it is a
Oh,
2x4
no.
with nails.
Alright, deathmatch.
Has Wolf seen the clip?
No, I'll show you the clip later. But
Oh my god, I
At-
need to see Wolf's reaction to the clip.
at AEW's last show, it was a quick match between Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
Yeah.
Adam, Adam, with Spike, Christian handcuffed to the turnbuckle, behind his bang.
Bang! It's
Yeah. Now,
not even bang, it's
saying, imagine Christian's mouth taped shut, so he couldn't. So Edge is just going to town with Spike to the nuts, and going. And here's Christian, duct taped and everything. I can't.
Well, that's one way to get a sprinkler system installed downstairs.
Come here, babe.
I think I broke Karen with that.
I'm going to show her on my phone. That way you can see.
Oh yes. Make sure you don't have the
I'm glad
audio
you
coming through
appreciate
though.
that one, Karen.
Audio should be fine.
Give me a sec.
No, I wouldn't.
I know it's just 2
I
steps
don't know how
over, but
Okay.
audio is.
I want my feet to be cozy.
Okay, I believe that there's. Just give me a sec.
Should I just
Okay.
mute you while you do it?
Oh no, I've got the sound down. I'm gonna find the spot in the
Do
match.
you want
In the
to tell
match.
Karen what I accidentally did the other day? Sorry, I'm hijacking. Hello.
I think you should warn
Wolf.
Wolf.
I'm thinking, oh yeah, this pair is nice. Oh, this is a really nice pair. I somehow bought men's slippers. They were in the women's section in Kmart, and I'm like, how do you muck that up?
So that's the entrances.
Then get the good shoes.
Wait, it's just on the. Did I not send it to you?
Alright, let me see this.
I'm.
Oh, you're finding it. Also, hello to everyone. For those who are listening and stuff, hello. I am the Chaos. This one's fiance. I am the Chaos. That is Wolfmaster XP.
Yes.
Yeah, what's this?
Oh no.
Oh, lordy! Oh no, not the future children.
He hasn't even got Spike yet. He's getting Spike now.
Why is it in a box? Oh!
It's just the. Oh no.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm waiting for Rex's reaction again. It never gets easier, does it?
Nope.
Sweet Caroline.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh. That's an interesting way to go to the ER. So what brings you into the ER? I got hit in the nuts by a bat with nails.
Yeah, I
Basically,
too
I
I
get
thought.
peeing out 6 ways.
You know how what was it? Wolf said no future children. I was a father,
That's
but
not
my
my
nuts
property.
Yeah.
Why is it that when I'm not streaming?
No,
I'm
wait,
chaotic
wait,
than
wait.
When I am streaming?
Adam Copeland next week needs to say, "You were a father, but your nutsack's dead." He needs to do it.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Nutsack.
Did you hear that?
By the end of it.
So you know the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
It's now the Father, the Son, and the Holy Nutsack.
Just be careful how you've got the mouse over the close button. There you go.
Oh no.
So
I'm also
Someone
gonna
went to a
rewatch
Catholic
it
girls'
because you
school.
relived the pain,
You're
Rex.
welcome.
I'm gonna relive the pain.
yeah. Other matches,
gonna go-
by the way, for WrestleMania: LA Knight versus AJ Styles, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, Logan
That's
Paul.
gonna be night one kickoff, I reckon.
Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Do you reckon Jey and Jimmy night one kickoff?
I'm
Yep.
pulling kickoff.
I don't.
As in, it will start the show on night one.
No.
So not on the
Because-
kickoff show.
No.
Yeah,
I
no.
think,
On the
I mean,
main show.
it kicks
I'm
off
gonna
night one.
say
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason I say that, simply because that will spark the downfall of the Blood.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 10, we got Brett versus Owen. 15 WrestleManias later at WrestleMania 25, we got Matt versus Jeff. 15 WrestleManias later, we've got Jimmy versus Jay. So 15 WrestleManias from now, what's the brother versus brother match?
I'm trying to think who. I don't know.
The Creeds? We're Jimmy and Jay in WWE around WrestleMania 25?
I don't know.
Hang
I
on.
think they were just about off. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm just bringing up the WrestleMania 25 wiki now.
Sorry, I'm reliving. I'm reliving the
Having two screens is going to make
the
the
moment.
podcast so much easier.
Oh, yes, it is. So, nope. No, I don't think they were. What is WrestleMania 26? Because I know it was after the...
After 25?
I know that it was after the Bret Hart match, wasn't it? Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon that they joined. Because Bret got made general manager.
I'm just gonna relive it, dude.
So it was after WrestleMania 26 that they came. So the brothers that are going to face each other in 15 WrestleManias from now, going by that whole thing, could be in WWE now, and the only ones I can think of are the Creeds.
Hey, Bear.
Yeah?
Maybe
I
then.
didn't do the Pokemon sleep thing when you woke me up this morning. Whoops.
And yeah, the other match, the triple threat for the United States Championship. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Now, Logan puts on a good show when he freaking wrestles. He just needs to wrestle more because as he said, he's no longer under a part-time contract.
Yeah.
He's on a full-time contract.
I'd like to see him wrestle more. I wouldn't mind them keeping him for like pay-per-views, but I don't want him to just do the big four.
Yeah. If he sticks
If he
around
did,
more
if he did,
and wrestles more, I'd be happy if he retains the title at Mania. Otherwise,
I kind of want him to, simply so we get the LA Knight Logan Paul match
yeah.
for LA Knight's first title. I genuinely think
So
you can go off of this, maybe have a feud with him and Randy again for a little bit, but I really, really want LA Knight to be the one to dethrone Logan Paul.
Yep.
LA Knight's retained his popularity for going on a year, right?
I think over a year.
He's retained it. He's only grown more popular, in fact.
Exactly.
Like, surely you cash in on that. Sure. You know what? You know what I reckon? LA Knight wins Money in the Bank this year. If he doesn't win the US title, even if he does,
There's only one thing I can say to that. Come on, load up.
yeah. Uh-oh.
Damn it,
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't have enough points. I was going to redeem the yeah on your channel.
I haven't even got the sound thing, so I'm glad you didn't.
Oh yeah.
Podcast.
Oh yeah, like I've got sounds off too. Damn, no one's... I've got a challenge on my stream as well. A community challenge.
Yep.
And no one's put any points into it yet. It is basically, if we hit the goal, I have to eat either a sour or a spicy. Will be a poll to determine which one. pickle.
Bear.
What's the goal?
Those giant pickles at 250,000.
Else I found.
How many days?
28 days left.
Bear.
I'm surprised someone hasn't freaking put points into it.
There is something I have found that I think you would either love or hate.
Maybe.
What?
It's a challenge. It's from Pick and Mix. And it's sour candies, but one is spicy.
Where is this challenge?
Pick and Mix.
Where's that?
It's an online store.
Okay, yep, I would be down for that.
Do you want me to find it and link it to you?
Yes, please.
Are those all the matches for Mania then?
Yeah, there are some that we didn't actually talk about, and I've accidentally closed the window where they were. Let me get WrestleMania 40 back up. Anything we want to say about Gunther versus Sami Zayn? Does Sami end Gunther's reign? Gunther's already the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. He doesn't need it to go any longer.
It's very difficult. Because everyone wants Chad Gable to be the one to do it.
But Gable has had multiple chances. You could use this to turn Gable heel.
Maybe.
Sami beats Gunther, and Chad is so pissed off, so annoyed that he wasn't able to get the job done. Yet Sami was. Don't forget, Sami also won that match to qualify on the first night of Ramadan, or first day of Ramadan, where he was fasting from sun up to sundown. So, that could also be another thing that could piss Chad off, that he couldn't even beat someone who wasn't, the body needs fuel to work in that, and during Ramadan, the fuel in which Sami's getting is limited.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Sami winning, because I like Sami.
Same
and you
here.
could have Sami get that big Mania win.
Same here. Oh,
But
if
go on.
I was thinking Sami and Kevin winning their titles, but we want Logan to retain. I mean, Kevin could win off the title off Logan by pinning Randy, and then at Payback, Logan wins it back.
I don't think Logan needs a title.
Yeah.
Logan doesn't need a title to be a draw.
No, but if we want LA Knight to beat Logan for the title.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, if that's the route they go, they don't need to put it back on Logan.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can always turn KO heel. We know what he does, how good he does as a heel.
That works
and you can
perfectly.
have him play, lose to LA Knight.
Yeah.
You can do that. Or if Logan wins, preferably, and pains me to say it, preferably I want Logan to win so we get that match. That we get the Logan LA Knight. Remember that promo? That happened, I believe, in London, UK. We can shove each in one of those bottles of Prime.
Yep.
He insulted Logan's brand.
Yeah. Was that? In my back pocket, I got the map to where you can shove each and every one of those bottles of Prime.
Bottles of Prime. Yeah. Yeah. But here's the thing: we never got a payoff for that.
No. But let's see what happens.
I think a lot of people wanted it this Mania, and we got something else. Me being one of the ones that wanted it this WrestleMania, I wanted LA Knight to have his moment. But
Same here. So it is.
are they going to give it to him at Payback?
Hopefully. It is coming up to 4 p.m. here, so coming up to 3 a.m. for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go a bit longer, or do you want to call it?
We'll probably call it. I'm tired.
Fair enough. And hey, Toast, welcome in.
Oh yeah, hi Toast. Cyan moment.
So,
Indeed. With a Rex moment too. On that way.
that's funny because I've got you the other way around. So, you just pointed away from. Yeah. See, for me, you're over there. But
For me, you are here.
You're over that way. Yeah. You're pointing to my chat.
Oh.
Now you're pointing. Yeah. But
Brain 3 a.m. brain go brr.
So we're going to call it here. Thank you.
Did you not have one last thing to do?
Yeah. Don't know how to spell my name. Rex.
Like T-Rex.
So
without the T and the dash.
next month, April the 20th, is the 3rd episode of the Double Countout. It is also our first episode with a guest. I don't have a video. He wasn't able to send the video in time, but that's okay because he is a busy person. But I have a picture joining us. Well, I need to resize that picture. Never mind. So wait while I resize this picture, guys, because it is gigantic.
That's what she said. It's gigantic. Sorry.
I
apologize.
Do you want to put the pick up on your side too, so viewers on your side can
Very
see?
difficult for me to do it though.
Oh, that is true. That is true. So over on my side right now,
screens, so.
you can see that there on my side right now is Jay. He is a all-around wrestling fan. He is also the owner and promoter of Capital Pro Wrestling, the company, the main company in which I referee for. He will be joining us next month, April the 20th, to talk all things wrestling, from CPW, his favourite wrestlers growing up, what inspired him to get into the business, and any questions you guys have.
We could maybe, I don't know
ask.
if it would work, but we could put questions out to
Yep.
our communities and
Yep, we can put
onto Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter, on our Discords, all that.
And we will pick them. I mean, I hope we get a few.
Yep, and then of course we'll have questions of our own.
We'll make sure not to overlap them.
Yep, and yes, I am going to rib you on this one. Kieran will make sure to not sleep in.
No, I will be up. Don't you worry.
Sweet.
I won't be asleep at all during that time. It'll be, what time will it be? Same time?
Same time, yeah. We also need to figure out when's your daylight savings. I think mine is before the next podcast, so it'll be like 12 p.m. for me instead of, or it'll be
31st of March.
Okay, so it'll be, I think we're going to have to change it to 1 a.m. for you, 12 p.m. for me.
Okay.
For that. But sweet. Do you want to say goodbyes?
Oh. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'm so bad with this. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, give it a like.
Comment.
Subscribe. Comment, indeed. Share with your friends, with your family, with anyone you know that is remotely interested in wrestling. If they're not, and they just want something to listen to,
share it. Yeah, share it with your family. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Share it with your dog. Just share it all around.
Yeah, share it with whoever it with whom it may concern. Just share it. Get it out there.
Do we want to go on a raid after we end the podcast?
Why not? I
Sweet.
don't know who we raid.
Sweet. I will have a look, see who is live that I follow. But before we do that, I also want to thank everyone for coming out and listening to the podcast. Thank you whether you're watching it live on Twitch, you're watching on YouTube, or you're listening over on Spotify. April 20th, 12 a.m. UK time. 12 p.m. New Zealand time, 1 a.m. UK time, because of daylight savings. But till then, take care and don't forget. Well, that's not going to work. What I was going to say, and make sure you don't get counted out. I was going to say don't forget to get counted out, but that just makes no sense.
Yeah, Rex, don't forget. Don't forget to count them out.
Yeah, I'm going to
As you are
message.
the ref.
Yep, sweet. So that's the end of the podcast now. So this part here is not going to go on the podcast.
I've got an idea for raid message. If you want to do a raid message specific for the thing.
Yep. If you message me the raid message, I will tell you who I'm thinking.
That's what I think. Just simple.
Yep, that works. Do you want to put the raid message in your chat if you can, and I'll put it in mine?
Yep. A raid message chat.
So over on my end, that is the raid.
I do need to make sure I copy this, and then I can copy the raid message.
Sweet.
So let me know when to input the raid.
If you want to put it into your chat now, just to let them know what it is.
And then, oh wait, no, I'm doing the raid target. I meant, not the message.
The target. Sweet.
I've already done it. I've already done it, dude. Just...
Sweet. But yeah, if you wanna, so like I said, we are gonna go on a raid. Also, thank you to all those that came out today. Thank yous to those that retweeted, those who spoke up in stream, those who lurked. Each and every single one of you are amazing. I will be back on Monday. I am not 100% sure on what I'm streaming yet. But we are going to go on raid, and I am ready to hit the button whenever you are to reveal it. 3, 2, 1.
I've already revealed it, dude. I said.
Sweet, we are raiding Sweet Kicks 101, aka Laura. So let's go show her the love. And I will see you guys next